Project Q is fully revealed as PlayStation Portal, and I have thoughts. So when this was posted on August 23rd, that's 2 days at the time of this video being posted, I was like, okay, cool. We finally have a release date, some more details. And then I actually read the blog, which we will go through here together in a moment. But let's get over the high points first. First of all, this thing is $200. Second of all, it only remote plays to your PlayStation 5 console. I don't understand what that is. Why would I spend $200 to do what a phone with a DualSense paired to it will already do? I don't understand what this is for. I don't understand why I would spend an additional $200. Let's say you're all in on the accessories for this thing. And I'm sure, the headphones and stuff they announced have some other details behind them, but we'll get there. Let's say you bought a PlayStation 5 and some custom things for, faceplates, to customize it and everything. You bought a couple different DualSense controllers for local multiplayer, and now you've gotten PSVR 2 at this point, and you're well over double the initial price of the console, pushing almost triple, and now you're expected to spend an additional $200 to do what your phone can already do. And I don't understand it. And I hope someone in the comments will enlighten me. Let me know if you like this video. Make sure you subscribe as we push the channel higher. But I don't understand what this is for. And I really hope someone should explain this to me. Because the one use case I actually see is if I've got somebody watching on my TV and I want to play PlayStation, but I can only play on that one TV, or I can do remote play, and I want it happens often enough for me to have a dedicated remote play device. So let's look at the blog post. Posted up the other day, PlayStation blog, header gives some details. They announced some over-the-ear headphones and some earbuds, which have their own set of weirdness with them, but they talk about Project Q, give us a better look. PlayStation Portal Remote Player. PlayStation Portal Remote Player brings the PS5 experience to the palm of your hand. Your phone already does that. It includes the key features of the DualSense wireless controller, including adaptive triggers and haptic feedback. The vibrant 8-inch LCD screen is capable of 1080p resolution at 60 frames per second, providing a high-definition visual experience that's expected from the high-quality games created by world-class developers. Okay. PlayStation Portal is the perfect device for gamers and households where they might need to share their living room TV or simply want to play PS5 games in another room of the house. PlayStation Portal will connect remotely to your PS5 over Wi-Fi, so you'll be able to swiftly jump from playing on your PS5 to your PS Portal. PlayStation Portal can play supported games that are installed on your PS5 console and use a DualSense controller. It also includes a 3.5mm audio jack for wired audio. PSVR 2 games which require the headset and games that are streamed through PlayStation Plus Premium's cloud streaming are not supported. There's a bunch of asterisks and footnotes. Okay, so they straight up tell you cloud streaming isn't supported. So it does one task. Now, maybe it does it really well. Maybe it's highly dependent on the Wi-Fi you have at home. Maybe you need the PlayStation 5 hardwired for the best experience. Those are all probably things that are true. I'm not saying don't buy this device. You can make your own decision. I just have an opinion on pointless peripherals. But apparently Sony has done enough testing and focus grouping and whatever else they do to determine when or why they should bring a product to market. And they determined that they could make enough money off of this. I just don't buy it. I think they are not telling us that it will be able to stream over the PlayStation Cloud services, whatever that's called. Let's just call it PS Cloud. But it will be able to stream over PS Cloud at some point through some firmware update that may be handled through your PC or some clunky way through your PlayStation. Either way, I honestly think the fact that this thing only does remote play makes it a hard sell. It makes it a pointless get. Unless you are having to share your TV so much, in which case, for $200, you could buy a second TV that does the exact same thing that this screen does, but bigger and not uncomfortable. I don't know. As a person who does not play very many mobile games, I don't play my Switch in handheld mode. I have long since given up on my, DS and 3DS and these handheld systems. I guess I'm an old fart at this point because I just like to sit either at my desk or in my living room in front of a big TV or big monitor and play games that way. I don't see the appeal of buying a dedicated handheld device that does one thing that requires me to be home to do it. I could see, and the times I do bring my Switch off dock is when I'm traveling. If I could bring this with me and connect to the cloud, there you go. You already have options for that everywhere else. You have the Switch, you've got the ROG Ally, you've got the Steam Deck, you've got Lenovo's thing coming out. There's a market for handheld streaming first or handheld PC gaming, whatever it is. There's already a market for this, and I feel like Sony either doesn't have the capabilities ready, so they're not marketing it, or they're just getting people used to the idea of buying this thing, and they've got to update it. I just don't see this not being updated at some point to feature PlayStation Cloud, PS Cloud access, because what is this? What is this? It's literally a DualSense where someone scaled up the touchpad and made it a screen. That's what this is, and I just don't get it. I would have much preferred if this thing could access the cloud games right off the bat, because we've had remote play since the PlayStation 3. The PSP did remote play. Wasn't great, but it was functional. PS4 did remote play. You could remote play to your PC or your phone or your PS Vita, and it worked pretty decently. I did that for a time. PS5, remote plays to your phone. It works. It's an established product, the third iteration of this product. And now we have to have, well, you don't have to have, it's completely optional, but now they're trying to sell us on a handheld. Now, I'm not trying to hate on Sony. Obviously, they saw a market for this. Otherwise, they wouldn't have released it. I just don't understand how it's so limited. And I just don't see a world where this doesn't get updated some kind of way to access a web page that will let you stream cloud games. Much like you do xCloud on iOS, you load up the website in Safari, and it's just xCloud as native as it can be on iOS, and it works very well. This is going to be the same thing. It's got to be. There's no way this thing is just a Wi-Fi card connected to a display that remote plays. Like, I'm in disbelief. Like, I just don't know who this is for, the way they've sold me on this. Now, if they could have said, hey, this is coming in 2024, buy it now, go ahead and remote play with the expectation of supporting cloud. But it sounds like there's just no confidence in this device being more useful than it currently is in its current state. I just don't get it. So the rest of this blog also features some Pulse Elite wireless headset and Pulse Explore wireless earbuds. And these are interesting. We already have the Pulse 3D headset that came out when the PlayStation launched. The earbuds are meant more for connecting to the console. I mean, I don't know why it wouldn't connect to the console. And in fact, it does. The headset and the earbuds connect to the Portal or the PS5 console itself, but you have to have a separate USB adapter for it. And their reasoning is to maintain low latency, and that is called PlayStation Link, PlayStation's new wireless audio technology. And I get confused with this because it's essentially a wireless protocol, not Bluetooth, probably in the 2.4 to 5 gigahertz range, much like what Xbox does, much like what other wireless audio systems use to broadcast. It's probably some proprietary codec or something. I don't know. I don't want to get too in the weeds on it. But you have to have the USB adapter. It doesn't connect directly to your console. It doesn't connect directly to a PlayStation console at all. I've just repeated myself. I'm sorry. But it has Bluetooth support, so you can connect your phone. You can take calls, you can listen to music. it just sounds so convoluted. And I guess maybe they didn't have the PlayStation Link ready. Maybe PlayStation Link is integrated on the slim PS5 when that comes out. I can't really, I don't care about the looks. It looks like a PlayStation product. They very much have their design language all pretty much unified. You know, the black and white look, very sleek, kind of futuristic. You know, it's very much their own design. I just don't like having to have another adapter or another item. You know, it just all feels very, this whole announcement and this whole product line feels convoluted. You know, it'll probably work pretty well. It'll, you know, once you get it all set up, you may never touch that USB adapter ever again. But it's got to be integrated in the next system, right? Much like when the 360 launched, it didn't have integrated Wi-Fi, so they released a USB adapter. But then when they did the 360 Slim, it had integrated Wi-Fi, and nobody cared. It was just expected because the PlayStation did it, and it's a very convenient thing to do. I want to understand, like, is anybody excited about this announcement? You know, is anybody looking forward to these products? Because I already get the feeling that the PlayStation Portal people are not super excited about. There's a few people I've seen that legitimately want to pick one up and try it because they're diehard PlayStation folk and they want to do it and they want to get it and they want to experience remote play through this device. And more power to you. That sounds like a fun time if that's what you're into. But as a casual user, it would confuse me because this thing is good for one thing. And I would hope the people at the retail stores, especially around the holidays, when little Timmy wants to get, you know, the PlayStation Switch or whatever he ends up miscalling it, and then it doesn't do anything because he doesn't have a PlayStation 5 yet. There you go. That's going to be a disappointed kid because the marketing on this is silly at best. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I don't know. I'm ranting on this a little bit. It's weird, right? Does anybody else not find this weird? Just the whole thing. It seems just like, here, buy this thing because we told you to. Which I guess is what everybody does. It's why a new phone comes out every few months. And why there's a new revision on a headset or something every few months. I don't know. Materialism is weird. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a great night or day or whenever you watch this. I'm sorry for ranting. Maybe. I don't know. It's weird.